They go to places like CERN and its little brother, Fermilab, that's located just outside Chicago, Illinois. Now, Fermilab, or the Firmament Laboratory, and don't let that go without sinking in, is the host of the multi-billion-dollar deep underground neutrino experiment. It's now underway. Now, those neutrino machines can send as well as receive. One we know of is in Antarctica. Now, I did a video on it with the man from Raytheon. It appears that these are used for earthquakes. It's basically Tesla's design that he got in trouble for in New York when he caused an earthquake. That was in 1898. Now, can you believe this is all public information? People, they don't give a damn anymore. You know, they got things to debunk 120-year-old newspaper reports, you know. I mean, they have it all. Fact checkers. Now, on April 8th, along with CERN, they're going to perform a set of full-power test shots, seeking out those other dimensions during that few-minute time of that eclipse. I mean, there's no grown-ups around, just if you wanted to know. No, absolutely not. No one there. No grown-ups whatsoever. You have to see what they're doing, and with purpose, searching for other dimensions during the correct sun, moon, and star positions, just like they've done since the beginning. They want the pathway or the key to the prisoner's holding cells, however it strikes you. Their tablets and scrolls tell them just when and where to do this. Just like ours tells us what's what, well, so does theirs. And with all that's going on in the world today, it shows just how much these people are as gods in their minds. A human evolved from slime on a rock. We're so smart. And there's no one in on their conscience that they're going to have to answer to. That's why whatever gets done is probably going to be the most irresponsible and ignorant thing that they can think of. Because they're godless. And most of them are just doing it because everyone else is doing it. And that's it. Now, the Underground Collider, which has been there since the 1960s, was the largest in operation until CERN topped them around 2011. Now, something strange happened. Now, in 2022, they finished installing these 600-ton magnet upgrades, and construction's been constant. Back then, it was already a $40 billion facility. Most of it, like you could have guessed, is underground. And they claim if something goes wrong, they're deep under the earth, so it should be okay. Now, apparently, someone told them that they can do this. I don't know.
Coach Klein said I could. Mr. Coach Klein said I could. It's fine.
Now, the people here together at any given day, they make millions of dollars. They have nothing to show for it either. When a normal, everyday person, just looks their way and wonders how such waste is allowed, questions their intentions, or asks, what have you done lately? It's ignored. They are even mocked and ridiculed. You don't understand. This is a very long process. It's usually by those with a stake in it all, or those who believe in the cause. When questioned on their contribution to society, they come up with these countless excuses for their failures. They signal virtue in the accomplishments that are meaningless to humanity, and are on such a ridiculous scale we won't see any of their science benefit one single soul will have one in our lifetimes. Now, we keep giving them money, and it's absolutely nuts. And I know some people are going to say they use them for treatment of diseases and so on, but get the hell out of here with that. If anything, they're poisoning people because the cures are already known to exist, so there. Now in 2023, after the Department of Energy learned how to use this machine without blowing themselves up, they denied entry or use of the collider to anyone else and even the public. The grounds, all that, it's all off limits now. And 2,500 physicists and scientists are no longer allowed to use the facility. And this took place literally just after the major power and magnet upgrades were installed. But oh no, nothing to see here, just the honorable U.S. government at work. And they admit everything because they have no shame. They never hid it from us in the first place. They only omitted a lot of things. Now, over the years, several physicists and scientists have written extensively on the dangers of smashing atoms or particles together, like Stephen Hawking. But they told him he was wrong about it being dangerous to make black holes, and he need not worry about what they do in the spirit realm. Stephen was just crazy. Who cares? And this is all grown people doing this. This is grown folks who should know better. And how absurd is it to do? But in my book, even more absurd if you're them, expecting something good to come from it. Now, billions are thrown away worldwide every year, both here and at CERN. But like you, I thought, all this money being spent, the spirit world's fake, right? Well, I guess until lately, that is, along with aliens too. So, what happens when we collide things, that like in nature would not be done? Or what happens when we create huge toroidal or magnetic fields on the Earth? Is that what's wrong with the world right now and why we see like prophecies coming true? I don't know, but it seems oddly relevant to me. You ever wonder why everything needs to be understood by science? Yeah, I think it's because they have to come up with a good explanation to keep the show going. Because if everyone knew the truth and knew that they were as ignorant as they were on a subject, well, they wouldn't be needed or listened to, would they? Keeping your eyes closed to the real world, that seems to be their main mission, and nothing else. Why do I make this claim? Well, if you're a scientist today, know this. Wild Dog is going to tell you to your face. No one in their right mind would let another human being, or animal for that matter, suffer while they hide the cure or spend the money that could relieve their suffering. You freaking ass clowns. You got me? Just wanted to get that off my chest. Because, man, it irritates me so badly that no one wants to have these people accountable for what they're doing.